Okay, so since we've talked about renewable and non-renewable resources, and we've talked about fossil fuels specifically, now we're going to get into the part where what do we do to help planet Earth? What is it that we can do at home, or what is it that we can encourage others to do? So we're going to start with this foldable. And then I want you to kind of go home after today and think about some ways that you can change your lifestyle to help benefit the earth in the long run. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to start here with conservation. Conservation is the wise use and protection of natural resources. So again, those natural resources come from Earth. That's water, trees, the wind, and the sun, and those kinds of things that come natural to us, that they come from nature. Environmental friendly is the next one that I'm going to do, and that really is anything that does not damage the physical, chemical, or biological factors of our community. Okay, so basically the look of it, the make of it, and the other factors, like such as animals or trees and things like that. What is environmentally friendly to them? Green, of course. Okay, so green means anything that is friendly to the environment. Okay. Things that are not friendly to the environment and can cause damage or pollution. Pollution is materials introduced into an environment that cause damage, discomfort, and instability. Okay, so that means basically that it's messing up the area. So of course we're talking about fossil fuels and how fossil fuels get into the atmosphere and create holes into our atmosphere, which is not good, because we only have one atmosphere, and if that is damaged to the point where it can't be fixed, then we are all in trouble. Okay, so let's move to this side. What we can do, we can reduce, and reduce means lowering the amount of waste produced. Okay, so reducing the amount of water bottles that we use by using glass instead, or using actual water bottle containers that you can get from Walmart or the Dollar Tree or something. You can use those instead of actually using water bottles. If you do use a water bottle, just use it more than once. That's something that you can do, is you just reuse it, and that's going to go into the next one, is reusing. This is using a product more than once. Okay, so again, if you have a water bottle, some of you like to hold on to your water bottle all day. That's great. If you drink all the water in that water bottle, just fill it back up at the water fountain. That's reusing. The next one is recycling. And that means to change waste into a new and usable product. What that means is basically we recycle it and make it something new. There's been recycled paper out of all different types of paper, like construction paper and notebook paper that people recycle, and we can actually take that and produce a new type of notebook paper. And if you go to the store, you can look at the notebook paper section, and some of the notebook paper section will say that they have their notebook paper is made out of recyclable materials. So that's pretty cool. So when you go to the store, check that out, because that's pretty neat. Down here, okay, a landfill. A landfill is basically a location for the disposal of waste. This is basically where all of your trash goes that the trash people pick up on the certain day throughout the week. And they pick it up and they take it to this landfill, and then they put dirt back on it and bury it once that section, once a section of that area has been filled. Disposal down here is getting rid of or throwing away, of course. Waste is without any use or benefit. We just throw it away. That's what waste means. And then there are 3 types of resources that we've talked about, okay? So we've talked about natural resources, which natural resources are materials in the environment that are useful to people. So like water, trees, wind, all of those things are natural, and they're very useful to us, okay? Then there's renewable, which are materials in the earth that can be replaced by nature. Again, trees. We can replant trees, or seeds can replant trees on their own. Think about pollination in a short period of time. So notice how this says short for renewable. It's a short period of time. Whereas when we get to non-renewable, you already know that it's going to take a long, long, long time for this to happen. Okay, for those materials to be able to be used again. So materials in earth that cannot be replaced within a reasonable amount of time. Reasonable means like millions of years. That is not reasonable time for us because we will not be here in millions of years. And if we are, we're going to be very, very old and wrinkly and just not, doesn't look like we have it all together. Okay? All right, so flip it to the other side. And some things that we can do to save gasoline, okay, is to maybe walk to school or walk with a friend, ride a bike if you can, or carpool. Carpool means get a ride with another person, or even take a bus. Now, some of you may have to already take the bus to school, and that's fine. Or some of you have to carpool, or some of you have to walk, and that's great. That's great. Encourage somebody else to do that with you if they are capable of doing that. How to recycle is to place objects in proper container. Place objects in proper containers. Some places have like a blue bin for recycling, which means only plastics go in there, and then some have a green bin, which only paper goes in there, or sometimes it's different. So you just kind of watch out for that instead of just throwing it in the trash. Those can definitely help. Those are some ways that can definitely help save our earth. Okay? Please make sure that you take a good look at what you're expected to do on the board and through Canvas, because I will be looking to see if you are completing all of those. Okay? You guys have a great weekend. I will see you Monday. Archie comes back on Monday, so be excited. So I thought I was done, but I guess that we need to fold this, right? So what we're going to do, and my iPad is not as... Okay, so I thought we were done, but obviously I forgot that we actually have to fold this. So what we're going to do is We're gonna flip it over to the other side, okay? And we are going to take this corner right here, where my finger is, and we're gonna fold it right above the O on conservation. So watch how I take this corner, and I'm gonna take it all the way to the top of the O, just like this. You should be able to see how to recycle and ways to reduce gasoline. So it should look like this, okay? And then you're going to fold it over, just like so. So it should look something like that. And now you can glue it into your notebook, okay? All right, see you later on Monday for good.